Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Pocket. So sorry about no video yesterday. I just wanted to kind of relax. Saturday was super busy. I was trying to keep up with football. I was doing that tournament for a little bit. But I wanted to bring you guys a video. So as you guys know, my account is free to play and I've been playing completely free to play for the past 2 weeks. The only thing that's changing with that, like I'm not about to just sink money into packs or whatever, but I do have to, say that my free trial is ending in like either tomorrow or the day after of the premium pass. And so I'm probably going to keep it. And so my account will no longer quote unquote be free to play. So I wanted to bring this video. I'm 2 weeks into this game. I wanted to show you guys kind of what you get for being free to play if you get the premium pass, all that stuff. And just show you guys my account, talk about the game, talk about the deck building, what I enjoy, some things that they could tweak. First and foremost though, I just wanted to thank you guys. You guys have tuned into this new-ish series like crazy. I only have 22 subscribers on this channel, but I now have 3 videos that have passed 1,000 views, which is like crazy. And I think there's one on like 1.8k, like almost on 2,000 views, which is just insane. So I appreciate the love so much. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, if you're not subscribed and you're here watching, please do subscribe. Over 90% of the views on my channel have come from people who aren't subscribed to me this month. And it would mean a lot to me if you subscribe. It boosts the channel and you can always unsubscribe later if you're not vibing with the content. However, let's get into this free-to-play account. So I don't know what happened to my display boards. I had a couple set up. I don't know if an update erased them. But anyway, no big deal. We're level 18. We're, 25 out of 600. We actually just leveled up. I think I leveled up this morning when I opened my free packs from overnight. We have 83 hourglasses saved up. But that's after I'm pretty sure the video that's the most viewed on my channel was where I did the free to play spending all my packs, all my pack hourglasses on packs video. So you guys really enjoyed that. So this is by no means like how many you would have if you had saved them all up. I think I'm going to do one more pack opening. I'm going to get to about 120 so we can open up 10 packs. I'm going to open up 10 Charizard packs, and then I think I'm going to save these hourglasses for the mini set so I can see what cards come out of the mini set. And then we also, this isn't confirmed, but I just want to bring it to your attention that there was a Reddit post made saying that the new set's alleged release date is January 29th. So do with that information what you will. I don't know if that's the actual confirmed release date or if it's just around that time, but it's been rumored to be around that time. So just save your pack hourglasses if you want to open up the new set. Hopefully they'll bring new challenges in with the new set so people can get hourglasses and get rolling on the set. But I really like how free to play this game is. I think you get plenty of hourglasses to open packs. Like I've got plenty of decks that you'll see. The Wonder Pick is cool. I actually just did a Wonder Pick. That's why my Wonder Pick is empty. I was trying to get a Gardevoir because I've still yet to open a Gardevoir out of a Gardevoir pack, or out of a Mewtwo pack, excuse me. So that's super frustrating. Still didn't get the Gardevoir, but that's why my Wonder Pick is down low. The Wonder Picks are very interesting because most of the time it's people's normal basic packs. And I just don't think that, I'm hardly ever interested, like I said, unless it's outside of a specific card that I'm aiming for that I need to complete a deck, like Kirlia and Gardevoir. I need those two. I was chasing some Kadabras, trying to build the Alakazam deck. I didn't get any of them. The Wonder Pick, I'm very bad at the Wonder Pick, apparently. I've seen some YouTubers, like when the game first came out, every time it seemed like they were picking a Wonder Pick, they were nailing it. I'm very bad at it. I miss every time. It is not a good way to get cards, specific cards, and that leads me to probably my biggest issue with this game so far, and it's not even really an issue because this game is new. We already know trading is coming, but it is how difficult it can be to get a specific card. Trading needs to be unlimited, at least in terms of the cards up to 4 diamond rarity. Those are your basic cards that come out of packs. Like, you should be able to trade those like nobody's business, to complete decks, to complete your card collection. So I'm really hoping that I don't mind the full arts. I don't want full arts to become just unlimited tradable, because I know people will just make 7 accounts. They will continue re-rolling those accounts, getting cards, trading them over to, you know, their main account. And I don't love that. But to be honest, I don't really care, because I don't care about the collecting as much in this game. Like, it's awesome to open a full art. I love when it happens. This game is so addicting. But for somebody who just wants to build decks, kind of learn how to play the TCG, I'm kind of hoping this leads into me doing some TCG live stuff, like the full card game on my channel that you guys enjoy. So I like it, but I need there to be, like, there's also the pack points. So if you see, we can go in here and go to pack points, and I have 95. I've not saved these either, because I've needed specific cards at certain times. My biggest issue with the pack points is I think they're just a little bit too expensive. Like this Ivysaur, it's not a good card. It's not like a meta card. It's just a card that you would need. I guess it is kind of meta, because you need it to be able to build a Venusaur deck. But 70 pack points is 14 packs. And that doesn't seem like a lot, because, okay, in 3 days, you've got enough. You know, if you have the premium pass, you get 3 packs a day. So in 3 days, you've opened 15 packs. You have enough pack points to make one of those. And it doesn't seem like that long of a time until you realize you kind of need 2 cards per deck. So I need 2 Ivysaurs. So it's really 140. Obviously, the easiest way is to get the cards that you need in a pack, which we will get to in a minute. But that doesn't always happen. So just a slightly better way to be able to get a specific card, even if it's like, say I needed a 3 diamond rarity card, even if I had to trade in 3 other 3 diamond rarity cards to get that one. People have so many duplicates in this game. Like, okay, I don't care that I'm trading in, you know, I've a Dragonite, you know, because I've got a 3rd Dragonite, so I can trade in a Dragonite and maybe like a Weezing or something, not, you know, not a full art Weezing, but another Weezing, and then maybe 2 Weezings, and then you get that card that you're. There needs to be a way to get specific cards, because part of what keeps people in this game is being able to build new decks, being able to, and part of it too is there's just not enough cards in the game. Once there's more cards, there will also be more decks to build, more stuff like that. So it'll be a lot more fun. We're just at the early stages. So I'm curious to see kind of what they do with that. Maybe they keep it the same, but I think there could be better ways to get specific cards. With that in mind, here is my card collection. I have 610 total cards, and I have 174 out of the 226. I think that is totally fair after 2 weeks of free to play. You could have a few more, a few less. Like, they're obviously, like I said, I've been opening nothing but Pikachu and Mewtwo packs. Like, I just started opening Charizard packs the other day, and I haven't spent hardly any hourglasses. I don't think any on Charizard packs. I think it's only been the free packs that have been available that I've used. So we've got Venusaur. Like, we could build a Venusaur deck because we have a full art copy, and I'm going to scroll all the way down. You guys will see all of those. We can build an Executor deck. That's pretty cool. Beedrill here, we only have 1 copy. Fire, like I said, I don't think I have 2 copies of Blaine. As a matter of fact, I don't think I have 2 copies of Misty either. So I don't run a lot of fire and water decks, because those are quite literally like essential cards that you need in those decks. So I don't run those decks right now because I'm still aiming for those cards. And the only reason I haven't really gone for those cards is just because I don't find those decks particularly exciting. So, like, I don't think the Blaine deck, I know a lot of people post on YouTube, oh, use Blaine with your Ninetales, do 120 damage. Like, that's cool and all, and I get it, but you're only doing 120 damage if you have Blaine in your hand, and that's, like, really only good enough to take out, like, a Pikachu. So, maybe, like, a Starmie, but the thing is, you can't take out a Starmie with a Blaine because you can't Blaine and then Giovanni. So, I don't know, I don't love those decks, but I'm not too far away. Like, I have a singular Blastoise. We still need, Squirtle, Wartortle. Again, it just goes back to being able to like get specific cards, like I've opened a bunch of Pikachu packs. Like that's almost all I opened at the beginning of this channel, and I don't have a single Squirtle to show for it. I have 3 Wartortles and I have 1 Blastoise. So I don't want to have to spend my pack points on like buying the mid cards for a deck. Like I don't want to have to spend my pack points on 2 Squirtles for a for a Blastoise deck, right? Like I would rather save those pack points and spend them, because it's going to be a lot harder for me to get a Blastoise EX out of a pack. So I'd rather save those pack points, right? And so I usually only spend the pack points when I am like 1 or 2 cards away from being able to build a deck. Obviously, Electric, I opened a lot of Pikachu EX decks. We have 1 regular Pikachu EX, and then we have the full art, the 2-star rarity Pikachu. Again, I'll show you guys my full arts. But we have both Zapdos EXs. We actually have the 2 full art Zapdos EXs, or 2 copies of it. So this is where I'm going to pause real quick, because you guys have seen I've been running the Pikachu deck, and I still want to perfect that deck and get good with it and change it up a little bit. A next deck that has been recommended to me, and a deck that I've been wanting to build, is the Alakazam deck. And so this is where I leave you guys a question for the comments. If you get to this part of the video, please leave the answer in the comment section. Do you guys want to see an Alakazam build that we possibly take into a tournament? I've got 2 Abras, 1 Kadabra, sorry, and 2 Alakazams. But we've got the pack points to make a Kadabra, so that's no big deal. Do we have 2 Hypnos? No, we don't have 2 Hypnos. I would love a second Hypno. The Hypno strat of putting him on the bench and making your opponents fall asleep is nice. But I think overall, like, we have 1 Mewtwo EX, which is fine. Like, I wouldn't expect to have 2 at this point, but it's more so the fact that I've opened all these Mewtwo packs. I got 2 Ralts, and I did not get a single Kirlia or Gardevoir. And that's on opening packs. Like, that's not me being mad at the game. Like, that can happen in real life. It can be really frustrating. Like, that's why in real life, you normally can just, like, you go to a store and you buy all the cards that you need for a deck for cheaper than just ripping packs open. So I am hoping that there is something like that in this game. The fighting deck has been fine. We have the new Mankey. I don't have the original Mankey, but I have the promo Mankey, which is the one people are using anyway if we needed a Primeape deck. We've got a copy of Machamp, which is pretty cool. We've got a copy of Golem. I'd love to use a Golem deck for fun on the channel, just because 150 damage is crazy. We don't have Marowak EX. It just, sometimes things happen that way. So no Marowak EXs. We have the regular Marowak. We've got 2 of the full art Weezings, I believe. We've got Koga. So, we've got Grimer, Muck. I have a copy this morning. I got a copy of Melmetal. Or I got 2 copies of Melmetal. Sorry. I think I got him out of a Wonder Pick and then got him out of a pack. So we only have 1 Meltan, right? But we're after maybe we build the Alakazam deck, we're 1 Meltan away from being able to mess around with the Melmetal deck. And that's kind of like not what scares me about this game, because this game is so fun. But with me wanting to make it a little bit easier to get specific cards, when you're only like 1 Meltan away from being able to play a new deck, it kind of makes you want to chase that card. Like, I don't want to chase Meltan, right? Because I have other cards I'm chasing. But if Meltan was like, I want to play a Melmetal deck, right, really bad. It's my favorite deck. He's my favorite Pokemon. And I'm only 1 Meltan away. Yeah, it makes you want to open packs, because at the very least, after 14 packs, you can just craft a Meltan. So it's the dynamic is very interesting. We have, an entire set of the Dragon-type Pokemon in the game, Dragonite. I actually built a Dragonite deck. There's a tournament coming up too on Wednesday, and I really, really, really want to play in this one, because it is a non-EX tournament. So their banned list is Pikachu, Mewtwo, Starmie, Charizard, Blaine, an Articuno, and I think there might be one more, but like Venusaur is not banned. We could run a Venusaur deck for the tournament. Dragonite's not banned. Dragonite deck would be super fun. I guess Alakazam is maybe still too new to be considered meta. I don't really understand how you consider Blaine a meta, but not like, you know, Alakazam. But whatever, Alakazam's not banned, so we could run an Alakazam deck. So I'm super excited. We got a copy of Wigglytuff. I'm waiting on the second copy of this card. I would love to put it in some decks, see if we could do anything with it. It's in the Pikachu packs, and I've kind of passed on the Pikachu packs for now. I don't think it's worth opening Pikachu packs, just chasing a Wigglytuff. But if we had grabbed a second one, it would have been fun to build a deck with. Yeah, just some other basics. And then down here, before we get into all the full arts, I've got one copy of Misty. And that's, like, Misty comes out of the Pikachu. This is what I'm saying. Like, I by far have opened the most Pikachu packs. I would say second is Mewtwo, and like, by far, a third distance is Charizard. But Misty, like, I opened all those Pikachu packs. We got one Misty. I don't have the full art or anything. We have one Blaine out of... Does he come out of... No, he comes out of Charizard. So we're just now opening Charizard. So we could still get a second Blaine. We have Koga. I actually had more Kogas than that. I'm pretty sure one of my Kogas has a flare on it. Yeah. I have two Kogas with a flare. We've unlocked 2 flares on Koga. We've gotten so many Kogas. 2 Giovannis, a Brock, and 2 Sabrinas, and 2 Lieutenant Surges. So the trainers that are the supporters that are, you know, the ones that come out of packs can be a little bit difficult to grab, and you also have to use pack points to craft those. You can't get them out of the shop. You only get the one copy that the game gives you for, I think the game gives you, I don't know. Anyway, and then we have the full art. So I got one copy of a full art Gloom, very pretty card. It's very interesting to see the Pokemon that they gave full arts to. Like, why Gloom? Why does Gloom have a full art card? Why is it not Vileplume? Whatever. Then you've got Pinsir. I got one copy of the full art Pinsir. Very cool if we were to use like an Executor Pinsir deck, but that deck has been surpassed. We got the Charizard from our pack opening at the beginning of the game. A copy of the full art Gyarados, which Gyarados is like top 3 in my favorite Pokemon. The only way this card could be better is if it was a red Gyarados, but still a very, very cool card. Got one I was very happy getting that card. I don't know if I'll ever use it. Hyper Beam's kind of... If that move did 30 more damage, I think this card's probably used a lot more than it currently is. Especially with Misty being in the game. But 100 damage for 4 energy. Not great. It does discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Could make, you know, using a Mewtwo annoying, because if you put 4 energy on it and then it uses, you know. But anyway, that's my rant about Gyarados. We got a copy of the Slowpoke, also a very nice card. I don't love these basic like non-EX. Like, you would see this in battle for like maybe 1 turn, and then you're putting down, you know, Slowbro and Slowking and all that stuff. So I don't love the very basic, but, you know, one of the popular Pokemon. It's a cool art. Love the card. Nidoking, of course. Again, these full arts are amazing. They did such a great job of making it feel as close to a physical card as they could. Like, I can look at it like this. You know, the reflection on the border changes. Amazing, amazing art. And then 2 copies of Weezing. Of course, I use both of these when... this is probably the best non-EX card in the game, other than, like, I mean, maybe an Alakazam. It's just, you see Weezing in so many decks, because it's such a perfect stall. So, but cool card. I got 2 copies of that. 1 copy of Pidgeot. I feel like everyone and their mother has opened this card. It's a very nice card. I love the artwork. It just does not feel special. I think I've seen literally every single YouTuber I have watched open this card. So, Meowth, another one that I've seen a lot of people with. Not quite as many as the Pidgeot, but very beautiful card. A lot of people use Meowth online for that draw card payday, but nice card. Not going to complain about a full art. 2 full art Dittos, 2 copies. Now, this is, I'm going to stop here again real quick too. So in this Alakazam deck, Alakazam only takes 1 Psychic and 2 Colorless Energy to get off its move. So if we were to put Ditto in a deck, maybe just 1 copy, I'm not sure yet. I don't know how this deck would work, but I'd love to try a build with it. Put Ditto in this deck with Psychic Energy and Fire Energy. The only time you would ever want to use Ditto is when you are going up against Charizard or Mewtwo, and that is simply because when those Pokemon use their move, their big, Charizard's Crimson Storm and Mewtwo's Side Drive, they both discard 2 energy. So they're discarding 2 energy before you can even attack with Alakazam, and they now have taken themselves Mewtwo you can only do 120 damage to, and Charizard you can only do 120 damage to, both of which have more than that. So if you see that you're going up against a Mewtwo deck or a Charizard deck, you can quickly pivot, keep Ditto on your bench, try to stall maybe with Alakazam. I'm thinking of throwing, the Coughing Wheezing in there, but then the deck might become just too full. But the good thing about Ditto is you can copy anything, whether the opponent's Pokemon is on the bench, on the, wherever. You can do whatever. So get Ditto powered up against Charizard or Mewtwo and one-shot them, and I think that's very cool. So I'm going to try a deck. I think Alakazam on its own is probably just better, but you just run into too many Mewtwo's and Charizards nowadays to where Alakazam's kind of lame because they discard after using their moves. So and Ditto would too. The hardest part about Ditto is you have to make sure you kill their Mewtwo or their Charizard, because if you use the move, discard the 2 energy, they're just going to come in, kill your Ditto, and then boom, you're done. So you at least want to get some damage, if not take those Pokemon out. So Ditto could be fun. At the very least, it could be a fun way to control the other team and make them keep their big Pokemon on the bench. So Ditto's very cool. I have 2 copies of this Porygon. This is honestly probably my favorite artwork in the entire game. There is just, I can't even really tell you like what it is looking at the card, but it is just so colorful, so beautiful. I feel like the border being different colors as well, and refracting and kind of matching just the craziness that is the card. I think it's beautiful artwork. I love the Porygon card. Obviously, I haven't found a place to put this in a deck yet. The only thing it would be worth using is data scan for the top card of your deck, but with such small decks, I don't know if that's worth it, just slipping him in to be on the bench. And then, of course, like I said, we got the full art Venusaur. I actually got a comment on my channel when I pulled this because I got quote unquote upset. And it's not that I got upset that I got this card, because I love Venusaur and I love the Venusaur deck, and these 2-star rarity cards are absolutely phenomenal. Like, this is a gorgeous card. It's just coming at this game free to play and trying to be able to build decks and give you guys content is extremely difficult. And so I was aiming for a different card, but no. Like, I'm not upset that look at this. It's like, these cards are amazing in this game. So we're definitely going to build a Venusaur deck. These are very, very cool rainbow cards. And I have 2 copies. So some of these, of course, I don't have the full collection like other YouTubers. I just got unlucky or lucky, depending on how you want to look at it, and pulled the same copy of things twice. It happens. And then possibly my second favorite card in the game behind that Porygon is this Gengar. There are just times where they get like if we go back, that's a 2-star card. So is this, but all they did was just put like a green stellar background, and it's phenomenal. I love these 2-star. Like, I love the 2-star Pikachu as well, being in front of the yellow and red, yellow and oranges background. But there's just something about this Gengar. It's rainbow. Like, he looks like he's being, mischievous, and I love it. Just absolutely love this card. So, and then we scroll down here to the promos. Of course, all the potions and stuff, all the items that you can get. We got this for being in the premium pass. It's 1 premium golden shop ticket. If your favorite Pokemon is Pikachu and you're afraid that you're gonna miss out on this card forever, I would simply just get the premium pass like before this card leaves the shop. You get it like literally right away. You could just open a booster pack, get a premium pass, task done. They give you a ticket, and this literally costs a single ticket. Very cool, full art if you're using a Raichu deck, obviously. You can't get two of them, which it's funny that you could only get one. So a lot of people that are running Raichu, you'll see this and then a regular Pikachu in their deck. And then of course I got 4 copies of the Chansey promo, 4 copies of the Meowth promo. I'm still doing the Wonder Picks. I'm still doing the 0 cost Wonder Pick, where the Meowth or the Chansey will show up like in one of the 5 slots, and then the other 4 will be like hourglasses or whatever, the ones that are free. I still do those. I've stopped doing the Chansey picks because they cost 2 per to do, and it's just not worth it, I guess, at all. So I don't know. If these are your favorite Pokemon, I'd collect as many as you can, but it just wasn't worth it to me to do the 2 Wonder Picks every time. But we got 4 copies of Chansey, we got 5 copies of Meowth, we got 6 copies of the Butterfree. I'm still doing this event. I've completed all of the missions and stuff, which I will show you guys when we get to the battling screen. But we completed all that. We have 6 copies of Lapras, 5 copies of Pikachu, 6 copies of Clefairy, and 7 of Mankey. So I feel like free to play, we're doing pretty good. I've got friends and stuff, nothing really here. The community showcase tab I don't really use. Like, I'll go through every now and again and just, kind of throw out likes here, maybe if people don't have too many, just to see what they have. Like, it's interesting. And then we go to the battle screen. So we have the solo. So you'll see I finished all of these. All I do is I'm actually about to have 2 battles ready. I go in, do the expert battle with my Pikachu deck, beat it, grab me the promo pack, just so I can get as many copies, because that's free, right, when these hourglasses reload. So I can get as many copies of those as I can. You'll never know when they come in handy for trading or whatever. So always very, very cool. But we've completed all of that. We've completed all the guide stuff. I have 4 decks currently built. We have Pikachu, Dragonite, Koga is just the basic Koga no EX. I haven't really used this deck yet because I don't love only having the 1 copy of Grimer Muck, but it doesn't make sense to have 2 copies of Grimer and Muck. I just haven't found a way to make this deck consistent. And then I haven't named this one yet, but this was the Venusaur deck. This is your basic just with Petalil and Lilligant, but you could try it with Executor, whatever, and power it up and see. But then we go back to the battling menu, and then versus, you obviously have private random, and then event match. I'm here on 18 wins. I went not ham because I know a lot of people have already finished, but I did pretty well on Friday and Saturday getting to the 18 wins. And then, like I said yesterday, I just kind of chilled. I actually think I did most of the work on this event on Friday, because Saturday I was in the tournament and watching football, and then yesterday I just kind of vibed. I opened my packs. So I still have a ways to go, but like I said, this event goes until November 27th, so no big deal there. All that, and then of course missions, you just go in here every day. I've already completed the daily ones for today, but you've got decks, all this stuff, so still working through it all. But overall, I think this game has fantastic future potential. I think this could be a game that overtakes the main card game, just because of how simple it is for people to play, how easy it is for them to pick up, the fact that everyone and their mother has, a smartphone these days. So very, very interesting. But overall, I hope this was an enjoyable video for you guys to watch, see, kind of what a free-to-play account actually looks like. I have not spent a penny yet, but I wanted to upload this video because, like I said, I am going to probably keep the premium pass, and so when that kicks in, I will no longer be quote-unquote free-to-play, but hopefully that doesn't bother you guys. I'm not going to start sinking money into packs and stuff, so hopefully you'll still follow along. Hopefully you enjoy the content. Please hit that subscribe button, and I will catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.